episode of The Biggest Transformation, the season finale, where we have just wrapped up our 12 weeks inside of season 2 of The Biggest Transformation. And so last week, we were at right around 279 pounds lost for the cast of 8. And we're going to see how they finished. We're going to see how they did. We're going to get to announce the winner and see, if you've been tuning in to the entire season, then you know that there's been the number 1 spot has changed hands quite a few times. And then last week, we had Danielle, who's been pregnant through the entire season, move up to 2nd place. So it was a very tight race between Matthew, Danielle, and Debbie, with a couple others just looming. So let's go ahead, jump on with the cast, get our final weigh-in done, see who ends up on top and who takes home the title of winner of season 2 of The Biggest Transformation. Let's jump on with the cast. All right, it is time for our final weigh-in. We just finished up with week 12. Let's see how you guys did last week. All right.
Woo!
Missy, go ahead, girl.
195.8.
Laura, you're up.
Laura.
203.4. Woo!
Okay, Cindy.
252.6.
Danielle, girl, go ahead.
185.6.
Jen.
156.4.
Debbie.
All right, here's Debbie's weight. 183.8.
Mary Star, you're up. All right, Matthew, last but not least, jump on that scale.
All right, competition stage, final weigh-in. $236.5. It's 236.5.
All right, we have our final leaderboard.
Woo!
All right, last week, grand total of 31.3 pounds lost.
Awesome.
31.3 pounds lost. Bringing your grand total for all 12 weeks to 310.6 pounds.
Easy. Wow.
Holy smokes.
310.6 pounds. So if we break that down, what that looks like is you averaged a total of 40. The average per person for the 12 weeks was 44.37 pounds per person. And if we break that down per week, your average was 3.69 pounds per week. Was the average that
Wow.
per week.
Awesome.
Isn't that crazy? Not starving, not, spending the entire day in the gym, not cutting out food groups. Like, awesome job. Like, seriously, awesome job. So proud of you for finishing strong. Okay. Because you guys really did finish strong. Everybody on here was sticking to their plan. I know many of you were making sure, even though many of you were traveling, you were nailing your water, you were being intentional with your movement. And what you really showed is that even when circumstances aren't optimal, even when, you didn't have as much time as you normally do, even when a lot of you were sitting inside of a conference for the final weekend, you still found a way to get it done, which hopefully showed yourself that even when you're busy, even when all the circumstances aren't perfect, that you are stronger than your circumstances when you make the decision to be. So awesome job, awesome job, awesome job. Awesome job. All right. So I told y'all just a second ago before I gave you the total numbers that I had a leaderboard. However, we're going to skip over that right now. We're going to go a little out of order this week since it is our final episode. and we're gonna skip that and we're gonna come back to it in a moment. So I want to jump to you guys, and I want to talk with you for a second. And what I want to know, so what I want to know from you, I want to know two different things. What is your biggest takeaway from the past 12 weeks? What did you learn about yourself during these past 12 weeks? And what are you looking forward to the most? Because even though the competition part is ending, we're about to move into the lifestyle phase. So we're about to move into the second half of the 24 weeks we get to spend together. And so what has been your biggest revelation through these 12 weeks? What have you learned? What have you learned about yourself or about the process or any of that? Your biggest takeaway? And then what are you most looking forward to for the next 12 weeks, the lifestyle phase? So we're going to go in the same order that you guys weighed in on, which means Jen's up first.
Biggest takeaway from the last 12 weeks has been I'm worthy and I am not being selfish by doing this. And it wasn't as hard as I thought it was going to be. Not to say that it isn't challenging or that it doesn't push me or that at moments I don't want to give up. But it wasn't as hard as I thought it was going to be doing it. I'm amazed that 12 weeks has gone by and that I have lost 26 pounds, because that 26 pounds I've been holding on to for 3 years-ish. So 5 years-ish, 6 years-ish. I know I will be challenged as I'm a mentor, and I'm really excited to see how my body changes, as even in my thin years where I was a really great weight, I wasn't physically fit. And so to know that mentally I'm going to hit my goal soon, that like in the next 12 weeks I'll hit my goal, that like what that will look like to my body now that it's a fit and a healthy body in a way it wasn't before.
Good morning.
Good morning. Yeah. So for me, my biggest takeaway is that I could do hard things. And I had been avoiding it for a lot of years. And I proved to myself that I can do hard things, which include following directions, being accountable, showing up, growing my self-discipline and self-motivation muscle. Yeah, and what I'm really looking forward to is to keep going. Again, to that place that I haven't been in more than a decade, maybe 2 decades. And I'm just really excited right now. I'm really motivated, excited, and super stoked to not just see what's happening to my body and my weight, but all the areas of my life that this has affected. I'm so excited about that.
And your skin, I was going to message you this week, like your skin is looking amazing. Like your skin.
Yeah, I keep getting, wow, you look so much younger. Wow, you look so much younger. No wonder people are calling me a grandma and whatever. So yeah, it feels really good.
But even like your face skin looks so good. Like it looks like you're spending hundreds and hundreds and hundreds. It looks like you switched face regimens. Like you're spending $100, $500 a month on freaking face creams and stuff. Like honest to the Lord, if you look at your face photo from week 1 to this last week.
Wow.
Like, have you done that? Compared your face photos, just your up close?
I will do that.
Go look at your skin. Like okay. I looked at it like 10 times this week. Go look at your skin. It looks amazing. Anyway, so awesome. Good job.
So my biggest takeaway is this program is livable. I can do this. I have found that I can do hard things. I can eat on plan. I just have to focus. And I've learned that I can focus. And I play things back in my head, and that helps. That things that I've learned. So that's what I'm taking away. I'm taking away knowledge. Looking forward to. I'm looking forward to living the rest of my life as a fit, in shape person.
So awesome. Is that like weird to hear yourself say that? Like, has it started to sink in that this is where you're going? Like, this is the new DK?
Starting to sink in. Yeah, I really am. I believe it. I look forward to it, and
So I've been blown away by the impact this has had in other areas of my life, in my work, my family, my marriage, my energy to play with my kids. Before, it was so easy for me to kind of hide behind the lie that I was just too busy to do this. But seeing how it impacts literally every other part of my life, I wouldn't trade it. Going forward, it's still kind of surreal. This has all happened so quickly. I am within 10 pounds of the lightest I've been in my adult life. So being in the 230s is the best I've ever done since high school. I was 230 when I graduated high school. I was super excited to get down to 250 for my wedding. And I think right now I'm about the lightest my wife's ever seen or known me. So the idea of getting back down to, I haven't been this size since high school is exciting. I trust that I'll get there. My goal is still sort of surreal. I believe it's attainable, but it's surreal just because I will be, I'm looking at probably April before I actually hit my goal. But I'll be at a weight that I haven't been at since junior high when I hit my goal, which is just, I'm describing someone I've never met. And I like this guy. I like Big B. As long as he doesn't become a jerk to other people, I'm excited to meet him, So yeah, it's surreal. I still, and it's funny, and imposter syndrome is real. I still don't feel like one of those workouty people. I still I'll find myself in a conversation about fitness and I'm like, how does this even interest me? And it does. I mean, I'm doing it, right? I mean, we're all doing it, but even in a routine, sometimes the trainer and the one I've been doing will be like, you're an athlete. And I'm like, what am I doing? But then I do it. So yeah, it's I am very optimistic for the future.
That's awesome. That's crazy. Like when you say those words, like I'll be the size I was in junior high. Like, isn't that nuts?
It's hard to wrap my head around. It really is. And I look younger than I did 5-6 years ago. I mean, it's crazy. But,
yeah, I agree. Like I was watching your guys' Y videos the other day and I was just blown away at how much your faces have changed. And Matthew, one of the things I found out about success is success in any area makes you more of who you are. So I don't think success turns any of us into arrogant, jerky people. I think success magnifies things that were already there. And so if there's that jerky a-hole inside of you, well, yeah, the success is going to magnify it. But if there's that good-hearted, genuine guy inside of there, success is also going to magnify that. Does that make sense? And so lots of times I think, people try to correlate someone having success with being a jerk. No, they were a jerk the whole time. The success just magnified it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So I definitely wouldn't have that fear if I were you, because I don't necessarily, I mean, maybe I've missed it and you've covered it well, but I don't necessarily see a big egotistical jerk inside of there. So I don't necessarily.
No.
All right, Missy, you are up, girl.
My biggest takeaway is that I can move mountains and that I'm an overcomer because I've been here before, but I don't let that stop me in any area of my life, whether it's in my work life or my home life or my fitness life, because I believe that we have the same power in us that God gave us. All of us have that. We just have to harness that. And sometimes it gets dim at sometimes, but your light will always shine through if you let it. So yeah, you can move mountains, you can overcome any obstacle you set your mind to. I write things down, so I have like small goals in front of me that I can accomplish each day. Otherwise I get discouraged, but if I'm able to accomplish small goals each day, then it helps me come up with big wins. The thing that I'm looking forward to the most is not only reaching my fitness goals, but keeping them there, and then encouraging others, like inspiring others. People have already reached out to me just in this last week, asking lots of questions and asking me like how I'm going to maintain it, and just lots of like wanting to know how. And I think that I can inspire lots of people to not only obtain their fitness goals, but obtain any type of goal they want in their lives.
Okay, Cindy, you are up.
My biggest takeaway was that I could be vulnerable. When we started this and I knew that I had to be on YouTube and have everybody see how much I weighed, that was a scary, scary thing. Now I don't care because this is my journey and I'm doing it. And so I'm excited about that. What I'm looking forward to the most is seeing a smaller me and just continuing getting my mind focused on, the best way to eat, getting your water, doing the exercise. And so I'm looking forward to this next 12 weeks because I know I'm going to be, and I am more focused than I was the first 12 weeks.
Awesome. And I got to tell you, you're like watching you these past couple, like especially this past, like this final week, and watching you really step up. And really for the first time, I'm seeing the belief in you start to shine through. And I'm seeing the belief about where you're going starting to get stronger, Cindy, than the belief of where you've been.
Yeah.
You're like, it is just like literally seeing, like, it's like, the person you've been, the areas you've been overcome and how they've kept you stuck, and now starting to see those new beliefs start to take the lead. And it is just so exciting to be watching this new Cindy like emerge, and even just to see the joy and the confidence. And it's really been amazing. So
thank you.
Like Grace Star said, I can do hard things. And for me, it's in regards to working out. Because during pregnancy, I thought, always like, oh, I can't jump. You have to be extra careful. You can't do anything. But no, like I could do like pretty good workouts, and I was sweating by the end. And then postpartum, like a couple of days ago with Mary, Cindy, and Missy, I did a PDX program, 3 weeks postpartum, and I was so proud of that. And I could do it, like most of it. I mean, still some of the jumping I was careful with, but I could do it and I loved it. And I'm just really excited to get into all those harder workouts and just keep pushing myself. And I'm excited for wearing new clothes, trying on sizes that I haven't been in years and years. But the most exciting thing is in the first 12 weeks, I've already noticed that my confidence level has has increased, and I have actually been going into some stores, which for me is, I haven't done that in years, to stay home. And I'm excited for the adventures with my family. Because we're already talking about like going to the zoo or going to amusement parks, and like I'm getting excited about that. And I think in the next couple of weeks we'll take our kids out to some of those things and just doing more things like that. I'm really excited for.
So awesome. So awesome. What did your husband say? I mean, like his wife, like literally went from not wanting to go anywhere to like all these new adventures. Like,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's changed like our whole family dynamic. Like I don't put as much pressure on him. Like times go and pick up groceries, and it's not all left on him to do everything. So he's excited.
Laura,
I just want to say ditto to everything that everybody just said. So, but for me, I didn't realize that I was in as much bondage as I was in. I'm not even talking about just weight. I'm talking about the breakthrough that I have had in every area of my life on this show has been just mind blowing. But I would say one of the biggest takeaways is the fact that I can look back and say, you know what, I did follow through with this. I didn't quit in the middle of it. You know, before my whole life has been a pattern of starting things but not finishing them. And it's such an amazing sense of accomplishment to say, man, I can't believe in 12 weeks, you know, I've lost this much weight. And I realized that I can love me again. And I didn't like me that much, very much at all. So that's huge for me, really, really big. You know, being real with myself and not pretending anymore. I was such a good pretender. Man, I could pretend because I was scared to show the real me. And so yeah, I get to show her, and it's incredible. It's amazing. I look forward to the fact that of pushing myself even further, finishing even better than how I'm finishing these first 12 weeks. Like, listen, I am like 46 pounds away from being at my goal weight. And I know that I can do it. I can do it. Like just having that mentality of saying, you know, I can do that. It's just incredible. So yeah, that's what I look forward to, of pushing myself even stronger, doing harder workouts. Even if I'm like crawling on my knees because I can't walk, it's okay. But doing it and being proud of it. And so yeah, that's what I'm doing. So
all right. So I have we're going to go back around again. And here's what I want to know. I want to know, where are you going to be 1 year from now? So I'm coming back over to you, Jen. And I want to know, where are you going to be 1 year from now? Go ahead.
In 1 year from today, I'm going to be approximately 135 pounds, and I'm going to be an excited, energetic, enthusiastic mom who can't wait for the day to start instead of wanting to just sleep in another hour or two longer. I want to have an amazing day with my kids, full of adventure, going to the zoo, going to an amusement park, going to some hiking adventure, and then the next day not feel like I have to rest the whole day to like amp up for the next week, like that I would have more energy or as much energy as my kids, and to keep walking in a vision that makes me feel like I'm blooming on the outside instead of just shriveling up and hiding. And so yeah, to have that energy to be able to move forward and to be running in some adventure with my kids. You know, today we're going to go blueberry picking and then go to church and then go to Culver's and then go to Menards and then go work in the garden. Then we're going to drive home. And tonight when I go home, I'm going to feel like, oh, I need another day before I start work tomorrow. And next year, that will not be my life. I will feel like I want to feel like the Energizer Bunny, like I can just keep going.
Yay. Okay. 1 year from now, I will weigh between 125 and 127 pounds. By October 31st, I will get to my goal weight of 127 pounds. So all those months till then, 7 months, I will maintain that weight with ease and grace, just following my plan, sticking to it. Every morning, I'm going to wake up and excitedly do my workout. I am able to do push-ups, full push-ups with my weight, spider push-ups, and I am going to be able to do a pull-up by a year from now. I will be able to pull up my beautiful 125 pounds. I will have boundaries in my life. I will have so much patience. I'll have a renewed strength. I'll have endurance like I've never had before. My business will be thriving. My homeschool will have great peace, and we'll just have a lot of great things happening there. Did I say my business will be thriving? I'll feel like a light on a hill. A lot of people will be inspired by what we did and what I did. And most of all, I'm going to have a phenomenal peace in all areas of my life. That's what I'll have a year from now.
Well, I ditto everything Mary Star said. And actually everything Jen said, because, well, we'll get into that. But 1 year from now, I will weigh 143 in the morning, so that in the evening, I will weigh 150, because 150 is my goal weight, but that's my goal weight in the evening, because my weight fluctuates 6 to 7 pounds during the day. So that is my goal. That's where I will be. I will be excited to get up in the morning and work out with my husband. I have to really work at it right now, because I want to lay in bed and sleep more. So I will be excited to get up and work out with Stan instead of being a growly bear. 1 year from now, I will still be encouraging others to get up and move and portion control, and however they're wanting to lose their weight, just to stick to it, because it really does work. We just have to stick to it and believe in ourselves. I want to give back to the community. I want to get out there, because I haven't done that. I haven't gotten out there in the past because I didn't feel worthy because I was so big. So I want to give back to the community. So I will be doing that, whether it's at the food pantry or any other need here in our little town. I want to be an inspiration to others. I want to continue that. So far, I've heard such great comments, and I didn't think I could do it. I can do it. And I want everyone to believe they can do it. They can do hard things.
So a year from now, I will have hit my goal of 150 months ago, and I will be maintaining kind of a 145 to 155 window as where I live lifestyle wise. Beyond that, I honestly don't know, which is weird, like me not having something to say. But yeah, I'm excited to meet that person. I'm excited to walk in that person's shoes. And just, yeah, I don't know. That'll be different. It'll be very different. Because at that point, I will have lost more than I kept by a few pounds, which is just, I don't know. Last time I weighed 150 pounds, I was like 14, so, or 13. I don't even know. I don't know, but I'm excited to find out.
The place I see myself in a year is I will be at 140 pounds, and I will still be inspiring people, not only in their health journey, but in their life journeys, whether that's financial, whether that's educational, in all areas. I believe that if you focus on one area of your life, all areas of your life do change if you allow them to.
So a year from now, I see myself between 150 and 160. And yeah. And rocking those palazzo pants. I hope to be smiling more because I'll be really, really happy because I lost all the weight. And yeah, I don't know. We'll be retired. Both my husband and I will be retired by next year, the end of next year. And I'm excited to be able to go traveling and be able to explore and walk around and, just do things without riding around in the car going, oh, we can't walk that sidewalk. It's too hard. So, and again, the inspiration, I hope, I know that I already am an inspiration to some people now. So if I could lose and get down to that, at least that weight, I think I'll blow a lot of people's minds. So I'm excited about that.
In a year from now, I will be 130 pounds. I will be starting to see my abs popping, some of them. And I will be on a beach with my family, just having a fun family day and being able to have, I will have energy for playing, doing soccer, baseball, running around with my kids.
In 1 year from now, I will be at my goal weight of 150. Actually might be less than that. My goal might change, but that is my goal weight right now. I will go on a missions trip and be able to hike and go everywhere that I need to go. I want to do a mud race. I want to get all like muddy and dirty and go over the obstacles and not have to have 5 huge grown men pull me out. So I want to do that. I used to barrel race when I was younger. I want to be able to get on a horse without having to use a step stool, and so I'm excited about that. And then eventually I think I'd like to be a coach. I'd like to be a weight loss coach. I'd like to, tell people, hey, it's possible. You can do it. I'll be like, if I can do it, you can do it. Because I give every excuse in the book. So you can't give me any excuse I haven't heard or done myself. But yeah, so that's, and a hiking trip. I'd love to go on a hiking trip. And like with the camp and the backpack and hiking through the mountains and just be able to do that, I think that would be incredible. So, and getting rid of this would be incredible. So yeah, ditto on Peggy's arms. I want some of those implants. So.
Oh my goodness, that's so awesome. It's so awesome. Like, it's so cool to hear, you know, you guys talk about where you're going to be in 1 year, because you keep working on that vision and you stay the course. Like, you will be there. It's not some pipe dream in the far off distant future. Like, it's not somebody else's life. Like, it's your future that you're talking about. It's where you are going to be next year if you keep going. And so it's so exciting. So exciting. So anyway, all right. Let's get back to the moment you're all like, can you please quit asking us questions and can we get to the leaderboard? And if everybody watching, they're probably like, all right, come on, let's get to the leaderboard. We'd like to chat with them after you let us know who won season 2. So we are gonna start from 8th place and go up. So our final leaderboard in the first 12 weeks of season 2 of The Biggest Transformation. In 8th place,